What's up, y'all? My face is bright. Oh, I don't know if we can darken this anymore. Try. Hopefully a little bit better. What's up, everybody? Who we got? We got Jacarius. What's up? We got Angel. We got Nathan. How's it going, everybody? I hope you all are doing well. It's going to be a fun one, y'all. We have Caleb and Olivia clips, all handpicked by Angel Blue herself. So you got to thank her for this live stream this week. Because I have lined up every single clip that she suggested. There's 5. Yeah, we better like those clips, Angel. No pressure. Aw, thanks, Jacarius. Honestly, I think eyeliner can make a lot of people look sexy. Something about it. And I thought it was fitting for this live stream, you know. It's spooky season. We got some dark vampires on, you know, on the roster. But you guys are doing well, I hope. Also, we got some kind of banging dark trance music. I feel like it's fitting. It somewhat reminds me of Caleb's vibe. You were saying there were even werewolves in Port Charles. I think I remember hearing about that. Obviously, I didn't watch. But there's still October left. So maybe next week. No promises. We'll see. We'll talk about it later. Man. But in somewhat related news for Port Charles, one of Port Charles... I can't even talk today. One of Port Charles's major characters got shot yesterday. And she better well have survived. I know that we seen, you know, a woman crawling out of the water. But they didn't show her face. And it was awfully dark. So, I don't know. I don't think that they would actually kill Lucy off. Emo guys with eyeliner. Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day. Yeah. Gerard Way. Yeah. Man, Bert from The Used to rock eyeliner occasionally too. And of course, Jared Leto from 30 Seconds to Mars. All them emo boys. And I will forever be an emo boy at heart, so... Oh, man. I should have gone full emo. Maybe next week. We'll see. No, like, dude, there would be so much hell to pay if they tried to kill Lucy off for real. Who do we think shot Lucy, though? Because clearly Lucy knows or recognized the person that shot her. Jared Leto is hot. Nothing wrong to say, you know, that you liked him as a Joker. I don't really watch those kind of movies, though, so I haven't seen him in the role, but I'm sure he's great. Jared Leto was a great actor. And, no bragging. Okay, kind of bragging rights here. I got up on stage with Jared Leto once, and it was amazing. A long time ago, when I was brave like that. 30 Seconds to Mars played in my, in where I live, in Edmonton. Like, a long time ago. I'm thinking this is probably, like, 2010, 2011. And I got right up on that stage. That dumb henchman of Victor's. Do you mean Johan? Because Johan was still with Victor at the Metro Court when she got shot. I think. Or no, because wait. Like, Johan went from Metro Court to Anna's house for whatever reason. You were invited? No, I wasn't invited. No, I jumped right on that stage anyway. But to be fair, a lot of people did as well. It was kind of the end of the show. And I took that opportunity. My two friends stayed behind. But, like, Jared clearly saw my friend. And he was, like, trying to get security to bring him on stage, too. And security didn't listen. But it's okay. I had actual proof that he had asked on video. Because I filmed it with my little crappy digital camera. Because back in the day, like, cell phone videos weren't great. not that digital cameras were any better, but they were a little bit better than phone cameras back then. At least the ones that I could afford at the time. Gangstahood Joker. I can't comment. I didn't see it. But, you know, Mr. Ledger kind of has, like, critical acclaim for his role in the Joker. I'm not sure if it had to do with the fact that he died shortly after, or if he was just that good. You can never tell, you know? GH is really making Carly a saint. We'll see. We'll see. I honestly, like, when she gets back to Port Charles, I don't see her being a changed woman over there. You know, at the end of the day, she's still hiding the fact that Nina is Willow's mother. And she's hiding that from Nina and Willow and Michael. You filmed part of Lady Gaga's concert on your iPod Nano. Nice. Oh man, I wish I'd seen Lady Gaga back then. I did see her first time. Well, okay, the first time I seen her perform, in person, and the only time so far was at the Joanne Ball tour. And the only other time I seen her before that, she was walking through the mall where I worked. Because she was performing at the nightclub outside of the mall. But that was like when she was like fresh off the block, you know, like Just Dance just came out. She was doing like a little nightclub tour. Heath Ledger deserved to live. Yeah, he did. 2011, so that would be like Born This Way Ball, hey? What celebrity death hurt you the most? People are gonna laugh. Honestly, the celebrity death that hit me the hardest was Avicii, the DJ. Second hardest was Chester from Linkin Park, but first hardest was Avicii. Just cause, like, when I was younger, before he became Avicii, he was just Tim Berg, and the song that he released as Tim Berg, was Seek Bromance, and that song like got me through a really hard time back when I was young and angsty. How am I gonna feel when Liz's parents come to town? Relieved. I'm so glad that they've casted them. I'm not too disappointed that it's not MacGyver, only because I didn't expect him to return. You know what I mean? And I was fine with like, you know, whatever version of Jeff Weber they wanted to bring onto the show, so long as they brought him. The Monster Ball Tour! Man. Oh yeah, I guess Born This Way would be 2012, and then I think Art Pop 2013-14. I don't know, all the years blend together. Man. But alright. We're gathered in here now. I think it's time to watch some Caleb and Livvie, shall we? MJ, Whitney Houston, Paul Walker. Yeah, those are sad deaths too. Chester, man. Chester hit me pretty hard too. Yeah, Avicii and Chester for sure were the two hardest celebrity deaths for me. In both cases, I actually bawled my eyes out pretty hard. And like, there's celebrities, you know, lots of celebrities have died in like, since I've been alive, even celebrities that I adore. But for some reason, those two, you know, those two hit hard for me. TG, yeah, Richard is 72. But you know, they got some actors pushing 80 on the show right now too. You know what I mean? Oh, he's the brother of Hutch? No way. I didn't know that. Dude, I loved Hutch though. Short-lived as he was. Yeah, Whitney and her daughter. Oh, I was watching like some story about that the other day actually. So eerie that they kind of died in the same way, hey? The years are starting to blend together. Yep. The years start coming and they don't stop coming. Alright. But we're getting a little off topic. We can chat more. But since, you know, we've been here for a little bit now, I think it's high time that we watch some Caleb and Livvie. Alright. Boom. Time to shrink me down to size so we can watch our clips. There we go. I was worried for a second. I was like, where did it go? Alright. But yeah, let's watch together. Oh, we're just jumping right in.
I know you want to do it. I crave you. I ache for you. Don't make me wait any longer.
Watch this live stream get just instantly banned. It's a soap, YouTube guys. Don't do it.
Are you sure?
What do you think?
It's so bizarre to me, like how like crazy hot and badass Michael Easton is here, and then you just see the contrast of like Caleb versus like like Caleb versus Finn.
I feel like I'm flying. Like I can rise right out of my body.
You're so beautiful.
I'm dying, aren't
I already have questions, y'all.
Just leaving your mortal body behind. Shedding like useless skin.
To be truly free.
You trust me, my love.
You know I do.
When you awake, I promise you'll finally know the meaning of ecstasy, of eternal life.
Oh, Angel.
Yeah. I want
And yeah, you're probably right, DG.
And I'll be there on the other side when you open your eyes,
Okay, so my question.
and then we'll be unstoppable.
Can I assume that clearly Livvie already was aware that he was a vampire and let him willingly bite her? Port Charles walked at the beginning so that Night Shift seasons 1 and 2 could, you know, soar.
everything's the same. Yet different.
It's better.
Well, I'm assuming Port Charles was competing against Passions, right? At this point? Like, Passions was still on, weren't they?
The silk's always the soft. My skin. It's so electric. And your eyes. God, are they always so seductive?
Yeah, I really enjoyed Night Shift.
I have all these new sensations coursing through my body. Caleb, I felt so
Man, a vampire bite must be one hell of a drug.
That was the past. Our new life starts today.
Port Charles tried to passion and it failed.
Very moment.
I see myself in your eyes. I'm just like you now. And that's what I want. I want to be just like you. Please teach me. Teach me to be just like you.
Lucy doesn't even mention her adopted daughter. I'm assuming that meant, like, Livvie, right? Because Kevin was Livvie's father?
Every nerve in my body is on
Passions was a total flop, too. I just remember flipping past it and being like, what is this? And, like, laughing and changing the channel.
Every night will be like this.
I don't know where to start.
It's so funny. You can tell that R.C. Cates, like, did the background score for this show, too.
All I want.
You saved me, Caleb.
His music style is very easy to spot. And I'm sure that the music kind of crossed over, too.
Not from my past, no.
Because this music could totally be used in, like, a Cassadine scene. And probably was. Because it sounds familiar to me.
My present like to be.
Oh, Christina, who was the nurse's daughter. Okay. Passions couldn't decide what it wanted to be, gothic soap or comedy, so it flopped at being both. Too young to remember Dark Shadows. I've seen clips of Dark Shadows. I don't know how or why, but there was a point, like, in me being on YouTube. Of course, there's an ad. Sorry, guys. Next clip, by the way. But before we do, like, there was a point where I was, like, watching Dark Shadows on YouTube for a bit. Like, whatever I could find. Not sure why, but I just ended up doing that at one point.
Well, is he coming back soon? You don't expect him in tonight, great. No message. I'm gonna find you, Zach, and when I do, I'm going to kill you for what you did to Jack.
The music is so much more like an actual composed theme. Well, RC Cates does music for, I think, Y&R now, right? Hey, Albert. Because I've seen, because RC has a SoundCloud, and, like, he has a lot of, like, his music on there. And the music he puts on there sounds as good as anything that he did on GH back in the day. But I've said it multiple times. Frank and Ron's biggest mistake was getting rid of RC Cates as the music producer, because he really did amazing work. Kelly was young AF in the show. Yes, she sure was.
Who are you?
Oh, so this is when they first met. So this is like pre the previous scene.
But there was this guy.
What guy?
People still go to festivals for it. I can see that.
Some guy in the bushes.
Oh man.
Are you serious?
Forget the actor's name, but he played Stan on GH, right?
No, I've
Epiphany's
never seen
son?
him before in my life, but he really got to me.
Did he say or do anything?
No.
And that's Allison, right? We seen her in GH for the 50th anniversary.
And took off.
Well, that's really weird.
What's even weirder is that he looked at me like he knew me.
Y'all, I'm so confused. Someone fill me in, guys. So if this is the first glance... Aw, thanks, Albert. If this is the first glance, how does Caleb know Livvie? Or is it just that, I don't know, he casted some kind of spell and she forgot about him? Fill me in, guys, fill me in. Man, Kelly was dancing on here too. And I thought it was strictly just a gimmick from Dancing with the Stars when she was on it. Well, this is definitely before that. Kiko Ellsworth. So we have first glance, now we have first touch. And first Olivia. Alright. I'll take your word, I'll take your word.
Stay away from me. You okay?
Just me.
What do you want? Why do you follow me? Who are you? You heard me? Answer me.
I'm your future.
Listen, whoever you are,
I already told you who I am.
you're not my future or anything else to me. I don't even know you.
I know you. Well enough for both of us.
I don't understand.
Something inside you does. You already know I would never hurt you, don't you? You know that.
Who are you?
I'm Caleb. And you are Olivia.
How did you know?
Olivia. It's the most beautiful name I know.
You've been watching me.
I can't take my eyes off you.
Hey Isaiah.
After the other night, when I saw you here.
You felt my presence,
Yes,
as I have yours.
but how? Why?
I know your soul.
I think GH handled like kind of throwing in a bit of Port Charles history
I can hear it right
pretty
now.
well without getting into the supernatural
Hey,
too much.
in a minute.
It was a fun nod. I mean, obviously, for Port Charles fans, it was probably like annoying,
Feel.
but it was fitting for GH to mention Port Charles in some kind of capacity, just because
Someone precious.
you know they were celebrating 50 years, and that was part of the history. Even though they didn't mention vampires and stuff on GH prior.
What you need now is someone to take care of you. Protect you.
I mean, really, I think GH was thinking how we can't have like Lucy, Kevin, and then Kelly Monaco and Michael Easton on the show and not mention Port Charles somehow.
I don't understand.
You don't need to understand.
They killed off Livvie and Allison.
I can't
Olivia?
stay. I can't stay here.
Wait.
Well, they kind of just made it Lucy's imagination, right? On GH. They did throw in like a little bit of like, oh, could it be real though? Like for a little bit, but
I really shouldn't.
you know, it was clear that the intention was just to kind of have fun with having all the actors back together for, you know, for the nod.
Please. Don't look at me that way. What do you want from me? Why? Are
Now,
you
Kevin
so-
was on GH before Port Charles for sure, but they brought in GH characters to bring the audience to Port Charles.
Make that
And Kevin and Lucy were kind of the lead of that, I believe. And I think even Lee and Gale, or am I wrong about that part? There were a few GH characters that became regulars on Port Charles. And then Lucy and Kevin never came back. Except for like Lila's funeral, and then obviously once the 50th year took in.
I know you are. try anymore? You have to do now. This is
It was very campy, G. Like, but I think that was the point. You know what I mean? Like, like Ron was clearly taking the piss, but like, I get it. I like if I had all those actors in the same place at the same
What are you
time,
waiting for, Caleb? I'm
I
ready
think
to
I would have
step
fun with it
into that
too.
life you've shown me. Experience what it feels like to have you drink from my blood.
all in good time.
I don't understand. Why isn't now the right time? Are you having second thoughts about me? Did you change your mind?
No. I want you more with every minute.
Then what is it? I'm right here.
There's something I need to tell you.
Lee and Gail were kind of regulars on Port Charles, but not quite.
No,
Okay.
I don't need to hear it.
You do. For you to truly be mine, there can be no secrets between us, Olivia.
But you
Was it
already
cheesing
told
2014?
me.
Yes. Was I here for it? Yes. Yeah, so was I. Like,
There's more.
because I heard so much about Caleb and Livvie, and I had seen clips
For you.
here and there.
What does she have to do with us?
And that's why I was like kind of okay with John McBain and Sam as well.
To adore her. To want nothing more than to make her.
But like once he became Silas, I wasn't a fan
Is she
anymore.
pretty?
Sorry guys, my allergies are acting up today.
Not as pretty as you. But she had the same long, dark, beautiful hair. I remember brushing it till it shone like silk.
Nathan, I'm thinking it would probably take a lot of budget to create like an online show back in those days anyway. Because even the What If things, they took place in one little elevator.
Describe my elation when at last she agreed to be mine. I couldn't wait to make her my bride. The day before our wedding, beside myself with joy, I went to her that morning, gave her the gift I had made for her. I couldn't contain my excitement.
So this is okay.
I
The
wanted
first
to share
Olivia.
everything with her right then in that moment. So strong was my faith in her love. What happened next was what I most feared. She screamed and pushed me away. Her eyes, once filled with love, were now filled with terror and disgust. No amount of reassurance could convince her I was still the man she wanted to spend her life with only seconds before. She told me to get out, to never come near her again. I couldn't bear the thought of losing her, the thought of her thinking of me as some frightening, hideous creature. If only I was able to show her, make her see how wonderful and extraordinary it could be, I was sure she would no longer fear me. But she wouldn't listen. She pushed me away again, and this time I lost control.
Okay, so is he just obsessed with girls named Olivia then, or is she like a reincarnation? Help me out here, guys. I'm so lost.
Livvie, I'm not gonna let this happen. I won't.
So he treats her like a reincarnation of the first Livvie. So she wasn't then? So he's literally just obsessed with girls named Olivia. That's really all it was?
So, do you want to leave?
Yeah, they've definitely used this music in particular for scenes on GH, because I recognize this music.
Thank me.
For trusting me enough to tell me everything.
And had to be for Cassadines for sure.
You're not afraid.
No. Caleb, I'm not like her. I know exactly what and who you are, and I don't care.
A vampire.
I want
Getting Twilight vibes, y'all.
all of what you've shown me our life together will be like.
You really mean that?
With everything I am, I cannot imagine my life without you.
Marry me. Marry me on Friday. Yes.
Sorry guys, I had to grab Kleenex. My nose!
I'm gonna give you everything you ever dreamed.
I'll try to be patient.
It'll be worth the wait. It'll be worth it.
Livvie looks a lot like the first Livvie.
I'll make all the arrangements. You're tired.
I guess, but like,
You should get some rest.
seems a bit silly.
I never thought I could feel this way again.
I won't let you down, Caleb. I promise.
Alright. Now we're seeing Caleb in Rockstar mode. For the record, I have seen what I imagine this performance is. Yeah, Naked Eyes. Yeah, I've seen this. But I feel like it's a good thing to end on.
Guess he's finally made it, huh?
You guys, where is Melissa?
I think she's right there by the stage.
You still mad at me?
Nah, life's too short. Hey, what's so funny about that?
Oh, you don't know how funny that is. So, does this mean you get to kiss on my cover after the show?
Like I said, life's too short.
So wonder the show flopped.
Showtime! No.
Hang on. Okay, there's two. There was two.
I don't see him. I mean, do you think that Stephen Clay's going to show up? Well, what kind of guy would give a concert and not even show up at all? Where is he? I don't see him. Do you see him, Allison? Do you see Steve? No, I don't see anything.
The guy on drums was on All My Children during last year. Okay, my biggest question is why is there two Kelly Monicos? Please fill me in.
Hey, maybe
No, Harsh
you should go home.
has to stay.
What the hell is going on here? No. That can't be right.
Y'all, someone needs to tell me why there's two Kellys. Oh, it's Lucy and
It's a feeling.
What feeling? What about it?
His voice.
Imagine the show going on with Twilight, Vampire Diaries, and True Blood.
This is all starting to feel really familiar again.
The show was ahead of its time.
No, that could be right. Please.
They split the characters into two. Wait, they split the characters into two? Y'all. They split the characters into. Can someone. Okay. Y'all need to elaborate, please.
What feeling? Just tell me.
Can't you? Oh my God! Isn't that Tess?
What?
Wait, look. Isn't that?
Livvie. And Tess, and there's...
Oh look, there he is! There's Steven!
How and why does she split into two people?
No.
No. No way.
Angel, I don't think I could be more confused, but it is what it is.
It's him.
That's impossible.
Hello, Port Charles. I said hello, Port Charles.
God help
Caleb split her. But what was the purpose of splitting her into two different people?
Stephen Clay.
Caleb.
Hello, Port Charles. I'm Stephen Clay.
No. That can't be.
Ian? What is it? What's wrong?
Listen, go find Danny. He's in the daycare center. Go find him now.
Another wing of GH, I assume.
Don't let him out of your sight.
You
Yeah,
can't
clearly.
You're a patient.
I'm not a patient here. Go. Go. How did you do that, Cal? I saw you die. How did you do this?
People complain about the weather machine on GH in the 80s. I have to see it. Man. Now, is this Michael's singing voice, or did they dub him with someone else? That's what I've always wondered, actually.
No, this can't be happening. I killed you.
And so that's Livvie, right? So she's, even though she was like madly, insanely in love with him, she ends up killing him, but obviously didn't kill him. It does sound like how I imagine Michael Easton would sing. Is Josh Picard singing? Honestly, Michael Easton sounds better than Josh, as much as I adore Josh. Damn. They wrote that song for the show. So I know that RC made the song because this song was also on RC's SoundCloud.
I gotta hand it to you. It's a great disguise.
a mysterious rock and roll star. It's pretty good. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm Stephen Clay. Security, get this guy out of here. Sorry, folks. This guy's had a few too many. This ends now!
Oh.
Grab the devil, man! Get off of me! I'm gonna send you right back to where you came from! Bakersfield? What are you talking about? What the hell are you doing, Ray? I will kill you before you hurt.
Oh, that's Rafe then.
Pork chops, please.
Oh yeah, I forgot Ian Buchanan was on the show too.
Incident. Mr. Clay's been attacked.
I don't see him. Is Ray hurt?
Oh, you thank God you're here. Ray is up there on the stage.
Come on.
Wait, Livvie, I'm gonna come with you. No, you're not. Get your hands off me, mother.
The police are on the way.
Good, because this guy's a lunatic. You can play dumb all you want, but I know who you really are, Caleb.
That's Rafe the Angel.
Man, I'm sorry.
All right.
Hey, folks, sorry, we had a little situation up here. Obviously, this guy lost it a little bit, but, hey.
My goodness.
Everybody, you gotta listen to me. This man, he isn't who he says he is. He is not Stephen Clay. His name is Caleb Morley, and he's a vampire.
Dang. Man. Well, that's all the clips that you gave me, Angel. If you have any more suggestions, I could stream for a little bit longer. But until then, we'll put the mood music back on, Oop, there we go. Grow me up to size a little bit. Yoink. Interesting, obviously that was going to be confusing for me just because we weren't really following a story. But, Michael Easton and Kelly Monaco clearly had chemistry. I can see why people liked Caleb and Livvie, at least at the beginning. But, yeah. I'm so lost watching these clips. But it is what it is. Man. They also, because Ian Buchanan was around during the 50th year as well. For the nod to Port Charles. And I think at one point Lucy kind of mentioned that Duke looked like the character, right? And I think she said something to the effect of, "Oh, I don't know why I didn't see it before," but it's funny. Man, so I don't know if I could have gotten into Port Charles. Like I said, I'm not too super into the supernatural stuff in terms of TV series and movies, the fictional stuff. I do love watching ghost caught on film kind of things, but yeah. I don't know. Thorsten K, Ian Buchanan, Kelly Monaco. Yeah. They clearly had a good cast at the very least on Port Charles, but yeah, I don't know. Something weird about the city of Port Charles having vampires and werewolves and angels and this and that. And then none of that actually being established on GH, which I can't blame GH. And I'm going to assume that they didn't share writers. Because it's hard for a group of writers to, like, write 2 different soap operas, I would imagine. The clip Caleb brings Olivia back explains the test Livvie thing. Okay, we'll watch that. We'll make that our last clip just because, like, it's my last ditched effort to kind of, you know, not be as confused. Port Charles started with a bang, but the characters had nothing to do with GH, so it flopped. See, the thing I liked about Night Shift is that they did cross over the characters, at least for season 1. Some of it got a little bit messy, which is understandable, but, like, I liked that we saw the student nurses on GH just as Night Shift aired, just to establish that they'd be working at GH and working the night shift. And then eventually, once once Night Shift ended, they kind of carried over all the storylines that kind of wrapped up season 1 of Night Shift onto GH. Although, in the back of my mind at the time, I was like, if anybody, because it was like the day after the last episode of season 1 of Night Shift ended, was like when everything carried over continuously. And I feel like if they didn't watch Night Shift, everyone would see that next episode and be so confused, because all of a sudden they were saying Jason was a janitor at GH, and, you know, there was a shootout at the hospital that no one's seen on GH, and, you know, so and so was in a coma, and then they bring in Nadine, the sister of the girl that was in a coma. Night Shift at least tried to give major GH characters like Robert a story. That's true. I did appreciate Night Shift Season 2 more than Season 1 because I feel like they really tried in that season to make it more about the hospital and, you know, storylines of sicknesses and illnesses within the hospital. Whereas the first season of Night Shift, they made Jason the main character in that too, and that was just like, this is supposed to be about the hospital, and there's shootouts, and Jason is the hero, and I'm like, oh my god, it's just more of GH. Not that I didn't like some of the stories that were going on Night Shift Season 1, but Night Shift Season 2, overall, it looked a lot better because they had already revamped the hospital set on Night Shift, and then eventually we got that set for GH. And it is somewhat canon too, even though they didn't cross over too much of Night Shift Season 2 into regular GH. It did somewhat carry over because Robin was pregnant on Season 2 of Night Shift as well as GH. And Robert comes back to town and he touches base that he's in remission from his cancer. And actually, even today, he mentioned that he had cancer and had a scar from cancer. So there's still, you know, Night Shift 2 is still canon on today's GH in 2022. Well, Jason was the allure. It wouldn't have allured me there. Like, I would have watched, like, Night Shift without Jason from the jump, which is why I enjoyed Season 2, because he wasn't a part of it. Not only that, but at least they knew what the character Robert Scorpio was all about. Unlike that's true, actually, Nathan, because I remember thinking, like, even Anna. Okay, so for context, and I'm sure I think we were all watching GH anyway, but the fact that Night Shift Season 2 clearly had a writer that knew what the characters of Robert and Anna were supposed to be written as. They didn't make Anna comic relief or whatever. And they wrote her very serious in Night Shift Season 2. Whereas, Guza was writing her as like this like washed up super spy that's having a midlife crisis. They wrote her as a lot more serious. And Robert, they gave him good writing too. And clearly, I think Sry Rail was the writer's name. But he was clearly a Robert and Anna fan. Though he did, like, to his credit, he did try to bring Holly back too for that Robert is in a coma episode. But Emma Samms wasn't available. But he had every intention to. And I would have enjoyed seeing her on there too. But at least we got Sean and Tiffany. And Mac and Luke and Robert and Robin in the same, original Scorpio house. Must not have the budget for Night Shift Season 3. Well, I mean, SoapNet was kind of falling apart at that point, right? It didn't last much longer than that. But yeah, I think it was obvious that Night Shift Season 2 had more of a budget than Season 1. They even had an explosion. A couple of explosions. And it was like high definition cameras before GH went high def. Oh yeah, DG, they made Robert a deadbeat dad. Like, it's just, I don't know. I think they tried to explain why Robert stayed away for 15 years, but it's just that like once they brought him onto the show in like 2006 or whatever it was, they made him much like Luke and kind of like insinuating that he wasn't father material and he didn't care and he just wanted to go on adventures and get drunk and like it's sad because like that was my first experience of Robert, like period. And I mean, I just like his initial return was very intriguing to me because I'll never forget my grandmother's reaction to Robert appearing out of the fire. She just like freaked out and I'm like, who is he? Like, why are they, why is she so like excited for this? Never had SoapNet because back then I never had cable. I never had SoapNet either. I have to thank the people that uploaded Night Shift clips to YouTube. Like, because that's the only way I watched it. And had I not been on like message boards and stuff, I wouldn't have known about it living in Canada. Because Canada didn't have SoapNet, period. SoapNet back then, but it would, but would it work today? Well, no, there's so much less soaps now, right? But they showed a lot of old episodes, right? Waited forever for Robert to return, and eventually I gave up. But yeah. But yeah, I think, like, the thing that went horribly wrong with Robert's return, too, is that they also brought Holly back, and they made Holly the villain of, like, this really big story. And, they really just trashed both characters really hard. Holly was willing to get Robin sick and all these people that she once cared about in Port Charles. SoapNet was perfect. If you missed your soap in the afternoon, you could catch it at night. Yeah, that makes sense. But now we have, you know, DVR and whatever else. And online streaming. You have Hulu. You got recordings and everything, too. So there's no need. No need. Okay. I did find the clip, by the way, so we'll watch that in a second here. Talk about lazy writing and Holly blaming Robert for no reason. Jill Farron Phelps. Original shows as well. And they had talk shows on SoapNet too, right? Alright. Let me put this clip on though. Alright, music. Turn you down. Blow you up. Shrink me down. Ah! That's not what I meant to do. There we go. The hair flip.
It's showtime, Tess.
Do y'all think Michael Easton was an emo guy like
Does in the light.
in his younger years?
See the change.
Because he could pull it off. He clearly had those vibes.
It's like looking into a kaleidoscope.
Kevin and Livvie right there.
Livvie loved this.
Oh, Kevin and Tess?
Just love looking at all the colors and the changes.
Maybe?
She said it made her feel at peace. Rested. Quiet. She said all she wanted to do was lose herself in the rainbows. Just keep listening to my voice. It'll help you feel everything that you've ever wanted to feel. Just trust me, Tess.
So did I not pick the right clip?
Thanks, Doc. I'll take it from here.
What the hell are you doing here?
You do good work. But your work is done and you can leave now.
I'm not going anywhere.
Come on, Doc. Certainly, you of all people must realize I can't do my best work with
Somebody
Dad
had
in the
some
room.
talk one day with Wally
You want
Cooper.
Olivia back, right?
That was our deal. This wasn't part of it.
Yeah, it says surrender.
I'll be damned before I'll leave you alone with her.
Oh, you were damned the minute you agreed to help me. Bye, Doc.
My goodness.
This is where it all began. That's where it can begin again.
Yes, that's the title of what I got here.
You know,
Okay,
I
so
created
what-
a passion
so-
deep inside of you.
So this is why I'm still lost, because I would assume Livvie was here before Tess, right? So what happened to Livvie and why? So where's Livvie at this? How did Livvie die? I mean, obviously she died when she turned into a vampire, but like,
Bring the light. Bring me back to life. You're the dream. Sleep with every night.
Together, Olivia. Bound to each other. Through the ages.
You climb the gate to
Livvie is inside Tess.
penetrate
Both our souls. Tied in eternity.
This isn't helping me.
And forever yours.
What happened to Livvie that she's inside Tess, and where did Tess come from?
I can't be with you if you don't embrace it, Livvie. Do you want to be one with me? We'll never be separated again. You must surrender to a peaceful sleep.
I am yours, my love.
Welcome to eternity, Livvie.
You're my future.
You must make your choice now. You must say goodbye to this mortal life. Is it your wish to spend all eternity?
Yes. Yes, Caleb, with all of my heart.
I separated the good from the bad, the weak from the strong. The Olivia that was left behind operated solely on desire and her needs.
What took you so long, Caleb?
Olivia, I knew you'd come back to
I've seen the split, I'm still confused.
It's really you.
I'm back. You're the only one who could do that, the only one who could free me.
It's because I love you.
Take me. Take me now.
Only one person to a body, please.
I knew it could be like this.
I have missed you so much.
How did Olivia... So what I'm confused about is how did Olivia turn into Tess in the first place? How did she go from Olivia to Tess?
What is it?
Nothing, it's nothing. Except,
Except what?
oh God. Caleb, I think she's trying to come back. It's Tess, she's trying to come back.
No, don't say that.
No, I can't. I won't. No, I won't go. I
Listen to
won't
me.
go back. No.
Listen to me, fight it, Olivia.
I'm trying.
Fight it. Try harder. Try harder. You don't have to let her come out. You don't have to let her come out. Olivia.
I can't let you have her, Steven. You're bad for her.
No.
I can't let you hurt her again.
Listen to me. You let her out. You let her back out again.
No, I can't. I won't.
Olivia. You do exist.
He literally pulled Tess...
You want to come out.
Why was Tess in there in the first place? That's what I'm wondering.
You don't want to hide.
Why, like... I understand she was in that... Like, how did Olivia first become Tess? Like, what happened to Olivia that she turned into Tess?
You can't have me. I won't let
And,
you.
you know, had to get to this
I
point
won't
where
let you.
he had to pull Tess out of Olivia to get her back. Like, why did she turn it into Tess in the first place? That's what I'm wondering.
Help me. Please, help me.
So you said Tess is part of Livvie that loves Jack and Olivia loves Caleb. Okay, so what? So originally, technically speaking, Olivia ended up having feelings for both for both Caleb and Jack. And so he split those two apart
Answer me, all right?
to get
Wake
the,
up and talk to me.
you know, the person that loves Jack out,
Talk to me, Olivia. Hey,
so that she'd only be for him.
your heart stopped. Listen. Listen to me. You gotta breathe.
Is that what I'm trying? Is that what?
Olivia, don't you do this to me. Don't you do this to me, all right? You can't do it. Please, you
Tess is her
gotta breathe.
ancestor.
I just got your back. You can't leave me now. Come on, please. Please. Tess.
Oh, okay. Jack is Livvy's boyfriend when Caleb meets Livvie. Okay. So then, hold on. So they just decided to name her Tess then? Or like, like, how does she know, like, why does she call herself Tess then? Instead of there just being like two Olivias. Like, where does the name Tess come from? Y'all, I'm genuinely trying to learn. Okay, she starts having feelings for Caleb soon after they meet. Okay. Liv was with Jack first. See, that makes sense. But even when Liv was with Caleb, she still loves Jack. That's why he pulled them out. So pull out that part. Okay. Tess is like the good girl, Livvie. So who named her Tess, though? Did she... Oh, she called her... Okay. She called herself Tess because she was watching the One Life to Live. Alright, DG. I'm genuinely trying to learn. So, Tess was... One of Jessica's alters on One Life to Live. Oh my goodness. I hate it. I hate DID and alter storylines. But yeah, so... But yeah, Angel, did she name herself Tess? Or like, was she self-aware? Like, was she aware, like, when she first became Tess, that she was really Olivia, but she just renamed it? Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out here. Olivia's more like Caleb crazy and kind of turns kind of evilish later on, like Caleb. Okay, but like, her name was already Tess. So when they split into two, she just was like, I'm Jess, or I'm Tess. Sorry. Okay, but was she aware that she was like technically Olivia though? Like, was she self-aware that she was split from this other person that was also her? Like, or did she just kind of like appear or get split and then Tess is like another personality of Livvie? Okay, so really it was kind of like an alter sort of situation. And that was just her name. Okay, so if she's another personality of Livvie, then what is she like? Was she aware that she had two, personalities or two different people in her in the first place? Like, whenever, like an alter but supernatural style. Well, yeah, I guess clearly not DID because there was two of them. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, I don't think I could have gotten into Port Charles. I'm sorry. Tess loves Jack. Olivia loves Caleb. Alright. Our running test would be ancient ancestor of Livvie, who was in love with Caleb centuries ago. And she returned to possess Livvie's body so she could reunite with Caleb. You gotta watch from the beginning. I don't think I have enough time in the world. Like, I don't know. What it comes down to for me is that I'm like I said, I'm not really into the supernatural. I'm down to, I was down to watch it because, Halloween's coming up. It's October. But I would imagine that it would take a long time to get through their entire story. Lou still had feelings for Jack. So when he put out Tess, it's like a metaphor for pulling out these feelings from Jack. Okay. I know it's all there, but I don't have a desire to, because supernatural stories are my thing. That's just all it is. Like, even if like Kelly Monaco and Michael Easton got on some primetime show as vampires, I wouldn't watch it. I never watched Vampire Diaries. I didn't like the Twilight movies. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not super into werewolves. The only time I'm into, like, werewolves is if they're scary, and vampires is if they're scary, and, like, not even storyline-wise, just in, like, a haunted house. You know what I mean? Just that kind of situation. I love going through haunted houses. I went to Halloween Horror Nights in Universal, which was a lot of fun. See, it's fair that you like supernatural stories. That's just, it's not my thing. Be it on a soap or a primetime show, it don't matter. So what will I react to next week? Good question. Let's discuss. I think Jacarius mentioned werewolves, right? Is that worth checking out? If we don't have to stay in Port Charles. Like, videos, y'all. We can watch, like, something that happened on GH2 that's not supernatural, that was kind of spooky. But, yeah. I don't know. Y'all can shoot me ideas. And I'm not judging Angel. I'm truly not. I'm just saying that I personally am not into, like, supernatural storylines. That's all. How about Alex Devane, played by Fennella Hughes, on All My Children? See, that I'm down to watch, but I want it to be Halloween related. So I won't mind. Like, even in November we could watch, like, some of Alex. Just because there is some speculation that the person that shot Lucy was Alex, because she seemed annoyed that the person that shot her was there. And, technically speaking, there was never a body for Alex when she died. A GH murder mystery retrospective? We could do that. Caleb and Livvie was fire. Hey, I'm not complaining about their chemistry. They clearly had it. It's just storyline wise, not for me. Because, like, I was a fan of Sam and John McBain, I was, genuinely. I was like, you know what? If we can't have Jason and Sam at the moment, I was okay with John McBain and Sam. And that's largely because, Kelly Monaco and Michael Easton managed to bring that chemistry to those two characters. But funny enough, I was not a fan of Sam and Silas. They didn't do anything for me. Heather dressing up as a nurse to kill Diana was very spooky. Hey, if you can find me the title of that, like if that clip is on YouTube, throw me like a comment on the YouTube page and like give me the title of that, or in the comments below after. And then we could definitely. I'm down to watch that next week. So I'm just vibing to the music again. But yeah, I think we'll end the live stream here though. But yeah, maybe I'll make a post maybe like tomorrow morning after I wake up, and most of the Diana Taylor murder mysteries on YouTube in good quality. Okay. I mean, we can't watch the whole story because we don't, you know, I'm just kind of sticking, well, at some point we could, but like I'm at least willing to watch the murder scene, because even though I've seen parts of the Diana Taylor murder mystery on YouTube, can you tell me, like, if we know from the jump that Heather killed her, or is this like a... Wait, no, you said it was a murder mystery. So is it like a climax scene where we find out it's like a flashback of Heather killing her? Alright, have a good night, Albert. Thanks for tuning in. It takes 9 months for the truth to come out. I mean, 9 months is better than the 2 years it took for the damn Wiley truth to come out. But yeah, I would just want to watch the murder scene itself. Sadly, they never filmed a resolution reenactment scene because Brooke Bunny didn't want to film it. Okay, shouldn't even play the corpse laying there. Interesting. Okay, so hold on. There's a scene where Miss Grant confesses. Okay, but so where does Heather dressing as a nurse come in then? Was that like a flashback scene within it, or did we? There was only Heather writing Anne Logan's name in blood using the hand of the body. Oh. See, I remember the blood on the wall scene. They show you. Okay. Okay. All of Heather's prepper. Okay. All of Heather's preparations, hey? Well, cool. Well, if I can track down, like, that particular scene, then I will try. Because I honestly, you know, Heather Weber is a spooky character to begin with, and I know she wasn't played by, oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank on her name. There was two Heathers, right? The latest one who played her since the 80s, but, like, not the first one that played her in that story, right? It's all filmed on location with great background music. Ooh, I'm a sucker for the background music of the 80s. and location scenes or shoots. So yeah, if I can find it, then I will, because that sounds intriguing. But then obviously, like, I'm assuming it's not a long scene. So when I make that post tomorrow morning on my YouTube page, shoot me other ideas too, guys. If you have any ideas of other stuff that we want to react to, because I'll put a bunch of clips up together. Oh, so Robin Madsen did play her during those scenes. Okay. But at the beginning of the story, then was she also playing Heather? Oof, sorry, there's a fruit fly. Was she playing Heather 9 months prior, or was that still the OG Heather? Like, I know that we didn't see, obviously, Heather, like, kill her at the beginning, but I'm assuming she was on screen somewhere doing something. Robin came on in the fall of 1980. Heather killed Anne Logan in the 80s. But it was at that point... Well, this is also the same storyline where, like, Heather ends up taking LSD, right? Or no, I'm getting confused. Yeah. The original Heather is who ended up on the LSD. Okay, I got you, DG, I got you. So Mary was LSD Heather, and then when she came back from the mental institution, it was Robin Madsen. Okay, I got you. Oh, okay, yeah. Diana Taylor. Okay, got you. Sorry, I'm also tired, so I'm getting a little bit jumbled up there, yeah. Alright, it's all coming into focus. But alright, yeah. Y'all, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to end the live stream here. Even though it was very confusing, I'm very grateful, Angel, that you gathered these clips for us to watch some Caleb and Livvie scenes so I could see their chemistry at the very least. Storyline-wise, I was confused as shit, but what is unmistakable is that they had great chemistry, and, you know, give Michael Easton the right character to play, and then he could probably have chemistry with her again. She pretended that she had forgotten everyone, including Diana, but that was a lie. That's not shocking. That sounds like Heather. Alright, guys, but yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this live stream, give it a big old thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to. If you haven't already, I would really appreciate it. And I will catch you guys this Sunday for General Hospital After Show, of course. And then Wednesday again for another reaction. Peace out.